Okay, so hi guys. Today I'm going to be doing my first video, and it's a story time on the most serious thing that I haven't really talked about. But for some reason, I'm going to make it my first video. I'm going to be doing a story time of how my dad died and basically how my mom found him. Luckily, I wasn't there or my sister. But this is gonna be very hard to talk about, but I will try my best. If I do cry, don't be surprised. Fix the camera. Okay. Okay, so let's get started. Um, so I'm just gonna start from when we went out to eat the day before, the day before. I don't really remember what specific day in the week was it. It was June 10th. I'm not gonna say what, like, year, because I don't know. I don't want to give too many, too much business or anything. I'm not gonna say her last name because that's way too much. But, so we had went out to eat at Cece's Pizza. If you don't know what that is, or if you don't have that in your city or whatever, or where you live, it's a pizza place. It's pretty popular where I live, and it's a buffet. You can get it to go too, but most people go there for the buffet. And so yeah, we had went out to eat, and so that's why I don't really like going there that much now, because it brings back memories. But I keep getting off the story. Sorry. But so yeah, and we were just all talking and talking. And what was interesting, what my mom told me, she had said that that night he had told her that we're gonna make a lot of money or something like that, and we're gonna go on this special trip. I don't really know, but it was just kind of a coincidence because like when people die or pass away, usually they I don't know, you get a lot of money from their insurance or whatever. So yeah, and so that kind of shocked me when I heard that. And so the next day, I'm sorry guys. The next day, we had woke up and we had went to daycare. Me and my little sister. My sister is like pretty much just born at the time. She was about 1 or barely 1. Yeah. Okay. So, and then I was in the car with him after he had dropped my sister off, and he complained about chest pains. And I was only 7 at the time, so I didn't really think much of it or anything. And I had no idea that later in the day I was going to find out he died. But so I didn't really care much about it. He already had previous hospital visits. He was very sick, and the doctors did not know what was really going on with him, which was pretty scary. And so yeah, so then I was just at daycare, and I loved my daycare. I had been there since I was very little. And so yeah, off topic. And when my auntie picked me up, which was very unusual, or my aunt, whatever you call it, I call her my auntie. Very unusual because usually my dad would pick me up on Wednesdays, or most of the time, either that or my mom would pick me up. So it was kind of weird to me that my aunt was picking me up. And when she came in there, I saw she was crying. So yeah, she was crying, and I didn't really know why. I was really confused, very confused. Then when we got in the car, I had asked her what's wrong, and she just stared at me and started crying. And I asked her again, what's wrong? And she had said, your dad's gone. And I just sit there kind of, laughing, like, are you serious? Like, where did he go? Because I couldn't really believe the words she was saying. I was just saying, well, where did he go? And she started crying again, and she told me that he was gone, and it got in my head. And I just sat there. It took me a couple of minutes to just kind of really think, wow, he's really gone. So I was just sitting there, and I didn't even cry or anything. I was just in shock, and I didn't really know what to do or what to think or what to say. And I was just, through the whole car ride, I was just sitting there in shock still. Then we had arrived at my mom's house, which is where I live. This is not the house we lived in. We had actually moved. So we arrived at my mom's house. And so yeah, and the garage was open, and his car was just moved to the side and stuff, so I could kind of tell something was a bit off. I didn't really want to believe it. I thought she was just playing a joke, even though no one would really play a joke like that. But so yeah, and then this is how my mom found out he passed away. She was coming home from work, like the first at like 1 or 2 p.m. She told me this. I wasn't there. I was still at daycare. At about 2 p.m. or 1, 1 or 2 p.m., she had called him, and he didn't answer. She called a good amount of times, and he never answered. So she said that day she just kind of felt this like eerie feeling, like just a bad feeling, and you know how something's a bit off or feels weird or something like that, and so she felt that feeling. So yeah, and I'm sorry guys, I'm really so when on her lunch break, I think that's when she had just decided to go ahead and see if he was okay, because she was already kind of feeling a weird feeling in her stomach, or just something was off. So she had decided to just go on her lunch break and go home and see what was he doing or what was going on. And when she came in, she had went through the garage door. So in the living room, the garage door was like, I don't know, here was the garage was like here, and then there was this door to the like house, and then like you could enter in, and then so this the garage door, like where you get into the house, but in the living room was like right there, so you would have to like, if you walked, you would just have to like turn, so first she had called his name. There was a nickname that she called him by. I don't really want to say, and I'm not gonna say our names. My name is Edith, but I'm not gonna say our last names or my family's name. But she had shouted his name, and he didn't answer. And he's kind of like a jokester, and he likes to be funny. He makes everyone laugh. Just a spunky personality. I can't even talk right. But so yeah, it seems like something he would do. And she had walked in, and she saw him on the floor, laying on his back, flat on his back, with his just eyes closed and blood coming out of his mouth. And I'm sorry. Blood coming out of his mouth, and she had, I don't know, she couldn't really believe it. She kept calling his name, shouting his name, just Then she had just freaked out. She was still in shock, so she wasn't really crying or anything. She had called 911, and when they got there, while she was on the phone, they told her to, pump his chest and breathe into him. And he was already kind of cold and hard, and when you're cold and hard, that kind of means, your body is shut down and you passed away. So when they got there, they said it was too late and there's nothing they could do, and she was just in shock. And I remember his brother had came there, and so yeah. And then back to when I arrived there, everything was just so quiet, and we didn't get to go in the house. They had already taken his body out, I think. And we couldn't stay there. It was just too much grief and too much sadness. Couldn't stay there for a little while, so we had stayed over my aunt's house, or my mom's sister's house, and so we had stayed there for about a week or two. And from then on, I don't know, I just lost a very big part of me. I was definitely a daddy's girl, and I don't know, ever since I lost him, I lost a whole part of me, and I lost myself, and I don't really know anymore. But thanks for watching. This is my first story time. Hope you like this video, a thumbs up, subscribe, and thanks for watching. I will see you guys later. Bye.